You are listening to a new episode of Man Shut Up. I am Wally World. Alright, check this out. We got a new one. This one ain't what you used to. We're gonna go right to episode number 5, and this one is gonna be called App Cap. This ain't nothing but cap. And we got a little moment right now. We got a guest right now. We're gonna go ahead and give her by the name of Lady T. You don't even need to know who this is. Because again, this is Cap App. And I know y'all wondering, what is Cap App? I know you know the new wave of young slang where cap means fabrication. So you can just put your imagination together. Now we sitting back here just chilling, relaxing, and just having a good little conversation. So we want to go ahead and just add you guys in it, man, to give you a little laugh yourself and a little education, because everybody needs some education. Alright, shout out to the kids that's over here online right now in North Carolina trying to get their life. But this for the adults. So we're gonna go into Cap App. Now, I'm not really good at the app world. I am not good at dating on the app scene. I'm just now being introduced to Tinder. What's the other one? Hinge. Only thing I know is Facebook inboxes and IG DMs. That's all I know. And I know being out at Walmart on a Saturday morning and catching y'all slipping without your eyelashes and your lace fronts. That's the best thing I know. So, as far as this, speaking of this Cap App, you the one that has the experience in apps and dating scene with apps. So, how is it on the dating scene as a woman doing internet or online dating? How is that? Like, how does that work for you?
It is hilarious, if anything. I work a lot, very business minded, so time isn't always readily available to like date and mingle, and with COVID and stuff anyways, you can't, be on the scene as much as we could prior to the pandemic. So it makes dating more convenient, with a swipe, a left swipe if you don't like somebody, and a right swipe if you do. And, if you want to interact, you can opt into either liking their little quotes or pics and sending a message and things like that.
So you basically just trying to protect yourself all the way around. My question is, wouldn't that make you scary? Because, for a man, right, on a daily day, we see chicks like on some low tier shit, like on a Facebook. She got all the filter pictures and all that, and all the angles on the bathroom sink. And then we go back and she got an ass like Ellen DeGeneres, and she don't look the same. She look brown skinned, but she was light skinned on the filters. Does that not scare you, like on this scene where things are so skeptical as far as the dating scene already as difficult as it is, and then now you're just hoping and praying on the app? Like, do you feel confident when you see that guy posted up on the app, or are you just going off of just a will and a prayer?
I'm not going off of will and a prayer. It's just something to do. To tell you the truth, one of my close friends put me up to it. They reside, in a city that's way larger than where we are in North Carolina. So it's ideal in a larger spectrum. Like if you was in Atlanta, possibly Florida, DC, it will work based on where you are geographically. So it was just more so of, hey, I challenge you to do something different. You're never gonna meet someone if you're never like putting yourself out there to meet somebody. So hey, let's start small and then work your way up, as you build your comfort level.
So that's basically it's like a dating scene like on an Indeed app.
No, it's not like that. No. Because Tinder is pretty much like a hookup thing. I found that out the hard way when someone asked me if I wanted to do a threesome with them and their wife. So
they trying to get it popping.
Tinder is not like if you're just trying to like meet somebody and shoot the breeze, go throw a rock in the ocean or at a duck or something. Tinder is like, let's get to the business. I ain't telling you my name. I don't want to know your name. Let me get them jobs.
Well, for a side note, I mean, for the ones that do know, I know you're probably smiling and winking. But for the ones who don't know, like me, man, listen, that's like a night on the town, guys. I mean, if you want to do that for the free instead of trying to do this My OnlyFans and look at these pictures for $25, your best bet is to get on Tinder and see what's popping.
Because that's all they want is a quick hookup, whether it's threesomes, foursomes, tensomes, whatever.
Man, you can be the official maintenance man with no
you
keys.
Really can. And half of these men are married, and they have their wives on there with them, saying that they're just looking for a night of fun. So a lot of times that's what Tinder is for. Now Hinge is different. It's a little bit more conservative. You know, like people that's just kind of, you know, you put it all out there. They'll say you get 5 questions. One might be like, what is a no-go of yours? What's a pet peeve? And you put it out there and people can like, dislike it, you know, and you just build from that. But you're going to always run into the Tinder person going to the conservative dating app still to try to play that game just to get in your panties too, so.
Is that like, what's the other one that I've heard? Like Plenty of Fish or whatever?
Yeah, well, they kill you on there. They've been killing people out for that.
Oh, they
one.
killing
They got
people.
time for that.
Nah, we straight. So my question is these apps, are they doing that just because it's during COVID, or is
No,
that
these apps been out before COVID.
Well, no, I'm saying for yourself personally. For a woman that's out here on the dating scene trying to figure out how life go, is that something that you decide to pick up because it was during COVID and to stay safe or whatever? Or is that a thing that you may have thought about before COVID? Like, how did it even just like?
I was on this before COVID. This is like some, you know, my friend put me onto this like a year and a half ago.
So what's the success rate?
I known somebody for like a year off of that, but it ain't no success story no more. So, I mean, it was good while it was good, but child, bye.
So I
You
mean,
went on by that
hey,
business.
well, so then fuck a Facebook, fellas. Again, like I mentioned, fuck a Facebook.
But he was who he said he was. Now, it wasn't no fraudulent thing. That's who he was.
Well, I mean, niggas are who they are on Facebook. You still
No,
get the
because
cheeks
some of them might
slapped.
put their granddaddy picture up there and they look like SpongeBob. It's more men on there, seems like. But I do believe with women, we can fabricate ourselves, and you know, now that I would be afraid of. Now, men ain't gonna do too much now unless they out here at the barbershop and get them lace front braids and stuff when they got bald heads. But I don't like bald heads and stuff like that, all that extra stuff, so I wouldn't have ran into it.
Okay.
So-
I ain't, and like I said, I ain't hating on it. I'm trying to get the information because I know, again, like I said, a person like me that's a super introvert, I wouldn't know nothing about this. I feel like when they bring out the cell phones, I have no idea what the hell is going on. So I just always want to know what it is. So what gets you to the point where you're not confident in the regular interaction of like the Facebook or the Instagram or the Twitter or however, or just meeting out and about? I mean, is that
nobody on them anyway?
I mean, but you have a more of a percentage of meeting people on those type of regular smegular apps, or just being out on a night on the town and catching someone.
But
like,
usually when I'm out on a night on the town, I don't be paying attention to all of that. Like, you really gotta be on your edge to make my head or my eyes turn like that. So
what are
I
the-
might have more so of an oversight.
So as a woman, what would it take for a woman like you to get attention, for you to receive the attention or understand the attention or catch the attention? Because you said when you're out and about on the town, you say you don't really pay any attention. So, what is it that gets your attention? Like, what is that?
Well,
that
most
make you turn-
times, I'm not approached properly. I'm not an animal.
And
You
how?
know, most
So how are
people
you approached? What are the
barking
examples?
Ooh, I tear that thing up tonight. I don't want to hear that.
Hey,
Like, are you
sheesh.
serious? One man, some old man with a wedding band on, talking about I could cure his diabetes. No, thank you. I'm not insulin. I don't want to be your insulin, sir. And he smelled like a Geritol, or like he had a pocket full of Viagra problems.
Hey, well, this proves as a side note that it never leaves a man. A man wants to always know if he still got it.
But he ain't got it saying no crap like that.
I mean, listen, it may have worked for somebody. You don't.
Well, he said it did. He said most girls will take his SSI check and be happy.
Oh.
Well, I'm not.
So that
everybody.
shows that you guys just got all the juice and all the power.
I don't got
That is considered juice because
having juice and getting geriatric people.
no, not geriatric, but you still could take that for a down payment. He basically just said it's a down payment on the car.
For your wife to be showing up cussing me clean out.
That's his money. He worked hard for that money.
That shit coming to the household for the first of the month.
He worked hard for that. I know a lot of women that have been like, wait a minute, I can't talk to you now because it's in the daytime, but I damn sure try to get your number for later.
Have fun, it ain't me.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, fellas, to let you guys know, if your holler game is weak, your meat is weak, don't worry about none of that. You just give up your SSI check. Somebody gonna bite. You throw it out there, somebody gonna bite.
Lady T, no thanks.
It's no different than you going to the club and buying these drinks and buying these booths. It's the same deal. You've been doing it. You're already pre-doing it now. You pre-SSIing right now. You are. You pre-SSI. You practicing for it right now. If you out here buying these booths and buying these bottles and buying this and all she can say is thank you and pat you on the chest like the wood, that means you already halfway there, my guy.
Oh my God.
You're already halfway there. So with that being said, do you see any difference between the regular dating or the apps? Like, do you see as far as how they come at you?
Regular dating, usually, if I end up dating an individual there, when the woman ends up calling your phone like, hey, it's this and that, he's married or taking, but that's not how they present themselves. So in the dating world of just getting out there dating, I don't really have too many success stories. Because I always end up running into someone else's man. Seems like that while they're on a break, like a 24-hour separation or something.
Well, I mean, everybody, listen, I'm gonna look at it like this. If you're on a date, you can kind of disguise yourself. I mean, that's just my opinion. I feel like you could disguise yourself. I mean, just like like I said, regular social media.
You don't have to be 100 with this person.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying from on social media is just literally what it is. It's everything is fabricated. So even on your Facebook, like I said, you can see somebody that shows their picture of them in 2009. They send your picture, and then now you see them in public. You done went to the nice restaurant that they told you to go to. You know what I'm saying? Now they looking like John P. Key. You know what I'm saying? And they looking like Fred Hammond. And then now you got to sit there for 30 minutes.
You ain't got to do nothing. You can actually walk back out that door and get your car and run.
I mean, you can, but I mean, by that time, they didn't at least ate the rolls and the bread that come.
God bless you.
And but that's not what you were looking for.
Well,
so I mean, like I said, so with the app stuff, you with that even on the dating stuff, they can now make it to where they can be exactly who they want to be. And so that's the reason why I think that's why you don't know if they're married or not.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, I don't think men have, on those apps, men are not necessarily, I'm sure people aren't truthful, but I don't think they lie as much as a woman probably would on it.
So that's what I'm saying.
To me, that seems like it'd be more of a woman thing.
So as women being as scary as they are, that doesn't make you more nervous. So does that not
make men scary since there's more men on them apps than girls?
Nah, men trying to get the cheeks. They on it to get the cheeks. That's a guarantee. You got levels to this. If you got a man that's on there with his whole wife, they trying to put you in the middle of the burrito. But if you on there, you know what I'm saying. But if you on there and you on the app and it's a dating app, and this is the man in there just cheesing and smiling his profile picture, he want the cheeks. That's a guarantee.
I'm quite sure.
That's man, that he wants the cheeks. It's either two things about that shit, and I don't want to knock no man that's doing this on a regular basis. It ain't.
Please put that out.
Yeah, that's a disclaimer. It ain't the fact that you ain't got time on your hands, my nigga. That's not what it is. It's either you a lame ass nigga, you a lame nigga, or you want the cheeks. You want easy cheeks. That's it.
I agree that I do think, because the particular young man that I dealt with, I do think it was more so of a easy cheat thing,
Yeah, he want the cheeks.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
He was like a serial.
He was a serial cheat getter. Yeah, he wanted the cheeks.
I don't know, because he wasn't getting mine.
I mean, he wasn't getting yours, but I can guarantee you he had got a massive amount of cheeks.
He had notes on the doors, coffee thrown on the car vandalized, so he was getting somebody cheeks.
What?
So
Yo, yeah, now I don't want the cheeks that bad.
he
Where it's
even
fucking up
had
properly.
some cheeks messed up in the head to where she put a post-it note with a picture posted on the door.
Wait a minute. She put a picture of. I mean, what do you mean?
No, like the little tabs that you hang pictures with, where they say you don't leave marks on the wall. That's how she hung the note on this door.
Whoa.
Her pen wasn't working.
Hey fellas,
it was
we
a
take.
bunch of scribbling
Hey
on
fellas,
the note.
we take a massive
Put it
5-point
up in her
deduction.
throat to have her doing
That's a male violation, and that means
And
you
then,
don't
but
know.
you were doing dinner with me the day the note was left on your door.
That's a violation.
Yeah.
Step number 1 in this dunce handbook. We do not, and I repeat, we do not let people vandalize or
And you live in
damage
a gated
property.
community, and she still managed to get in.
Wait a minute, nah. She got the
I'm
passcode.
sure she did, because he changed it every other week, so I'm sure.
Yeah, she got the passcode.
Yes,
The man was definitely trying to get 2
I
sides of
think
cheeks.
he got it. Yeah, he got those.
Yeah, so I mean, again, that's what it was, man. But you know what? I mean, that comes with the territory of that. I mean, personally, I mean, if I was in that position, I would literally be like, look, I just stick with the regular smuggler. Yeah, I stick with the Instagram, the
Well,
Facebook.
no, like I did when I lived in Charlotte for 4 years. I'm not naturally a party goer type of woman. That's not who I am. But the times that I've been on the scene in Charlotte, I just been told you're too modest. I am
I mean, sex sales.
Sex sells, and I know how to jazz myself up, but to a lot of men, I guess if you're not a woman that's super easy, like not trying to do it in the parking lot on top of bushes and things like that, then because Charlotte is literally a city for singles. If you're there and you're settled down, even the settled down people cheat on each other there. So Charlotte is literally
Hey, you can't say that about everything in Charlotte.
They do. They do.
Charlotte,
Come on.
some people in Charlotte is
4
about
years,
business.
No, business of being in your bed, boom, boom.
Listen. Here's the deal, though. Listen, you can't
That
come.
city don't sleep.
You can't come and give me Golden Girls when there's songs that just drop like WAP. All right, sex sales.
Sex sales, but not for me. So.
Hey, sex sales, and I feel like the bigger the city, the more thoughts you can get.
It is. Go to Charlotte. You'll see for yourself.
No, I'll pass.
So I've tried. Like I've lived there for 4 years, and I actually was in a relationship with a younger man. 2 months in, his cougar girlfriend that was older than his mom and dad confronted me. We worked in the exact same building in Charlotte. I did not know this thing.
Oh, that nigga was trying to get it off.
He was an officer there. But she confronted me about her man after he took me to meet his father in Florida. Yeah, so the dating scene is just hilarious.
Man, violation number 2, male violation.
But the older woman, older than his mom and dad, confronted
If you got a lot of entanglement going on, that's the last thing you want to do is start inviting family and start showing family. You putting yourself in a bad position. That's facts, all right?
He got to church with his mom.
You went to church with his mama.
They cooked dinner for
dinner? First of all, listen, you should have just said supper. The way you going, you should have just said
I
supper.
was in there.
So
they kept gas in my car, everything.
You in there like Roscoe Jenkins.
was.
This is some bullshit. Fellas, y'all listen, y'all are making it hard for the men out here who are really trying to do this less messy. Alright? Y'all out here traveling, driven out, flued out for absolutely no reason. Alright? If you got something going on, what I recognize in my life.
I met him on this, like you said, just out and about.
I mean, it's COVID season.
No, this
Can we get a COVID season? Okay, now can we say this? Maybe it could been the age. I mean, you're saying the age is younger.
But I dated, okay, so let's take the barber boo that I dealt with while living in Charlotte for several years. So a year into our situation together, I actually met him when I was coming out of an African store trying to get my hair rebraided when I first moved down. And linked up with him because I needed him to cut my kids' hair or whatever and, keep my tapered look on point. Since I didn't have a barber there in Charlotte. So, spent time, started dating and things like that. He is 37, 38, I think. but he met a younger woman like 6 months into our relationship and was dealing with us both without me knowing, and was gonna fly.
He was definitely hit you with the Lou Williams.
He was gonna fly out to Indiana to try to make it official with the younger woman. She's presently 29. She just turned 29. They've been together for 3 years. Because he pretty much was going to like ditch me for her because the fella said go young because you old, you only live once. He ain't never had a young girl. And things like that. But
whoa! I want to throw a flag on the play because.
But then his best friend was trying to get at me and gave me his house keys.
That's where I go back to my previous episode where I said about the pre-female, because that's one of the rules that I just mentioned. But also at the same time, that's a double pre-female flag. 15 yards on the play, because you should be talking to no other nigga asking what you should do with a woman. See, this is where a woman gets upset with guys that know what they want and demand what they want. It's because of guys like such, all right, that don't know what they want. So when they run into you, they all flabbergasted. Yeah, I used a college word. All right, go look it up if you don't know in the Dunce Handbook. Again, flabbergasted off the strength of a man knowing what he wants. Now, I don't know how that. I'm still trying to figure out how that goes where a woman's intuition is only good when it's negative.
Okay.
But when it's positive, she don't even know when a good guy's around. But I'm starting to recognize, because you guys literally the negatives of negatives just flock to you guys. So all the thing you know is that. So when that guy do come, it is too good to be true.
That's how you may overlook a good man.
Yeah, and I'm starting to understand that.
Because you get to the point where there's like a burnout sensation, and you're just like, yo, let's get this money, let's grind, let me build my legacy, and say, you know, I might dip and dab with a day nap just to get some gigs. To tell you the truth, it's just funny. You know, you don't have to physically meet nobody. That's up to you. You know what I'm saying?
But every woman want their cheeks tapped.
I want my cheeks tapped, but not with the extent of all that other. I ain't got time for all that.
But I feel like every woman.
I can tap my cheeks.
I feel like even through a burning house, a woman want her cheeks tapped. I listen. A woman.
Don't nobody want the cheeks tapped with entanglements and done. Girls scribbling notes on the door, leaving shoes in your closet.
But the thing is that y'all go through it anyway. Every woman has fell through a situation where she wished she could have never been in, or she was praying to God she got out of it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you don't want that intention. Like, honestly, I mean, I don't want to work.
Who do?
But we wake up every morning to work. You know what I'm saying? In order to get the common goal of chasing a chick.
Right, building a legacy, doing
the same thing applies where we don't really want to be in these situations, but we in it to get the sex off. So what I'm saying is, I mean, it may not be at a rate of a man, because again, a man will sit there and he ready at all times.
I can see.
The thing is though, is that you guys don't want to. I think you don't want to do that because of the image it brings.
No.
But I think y'all want your cheeks tapped too.
I want my cheeks tapped, but I don't want my cheeks tapped by no brother that's out here tapping squirrels, rabbits, dogs, ditches, apples, pears, monsters. Oh my, no.
Now here's my question. No. Now, do you know? Now, see, the thing is, do you even know if that even happening unbeknownst to yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like meaning,
yeah,
like
yeah,
they belong to the streets, but then they in here at your crib.
I know, because they call the phone or the girls come looking like niggas pull up and they real lady car to your crib. Like,
so technically, does it really matter? That's what I'm saying mentally. If they're still out here and they belong to the streets, as women say, or community dick, as some of y'all say, and you end up receiving community D, what does it matter? Is it the fact that they lied about it?
When you're receiving this deceptive community dick, I'm not that type of woman. You know what I'm saying? I have an undercoat. I'm straight up. You know what I'm saying? Cause I done had situations when I was a younger me. Yo, some situations, no, I don't really care to know your name, but yo, you can give me a good 15, 20 minute thrust here or there and get the hell on about your life. You feel me? But if you see me in the streets, I don't know you, my friend.
But as a man, but as a man, because I mean, I know you're delivered, okay? But as a man, you're delivered, all right? But as a man,
okay,
this is what men in their life are more receptive with. Like, they understand this, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, because a man has been that shit all the time. That's where you get the quote, she belongs to the streets. It's literally, hey, come in, what's good, high five, don't really know your mama name, let me get those cheeks, let me go on by my business.
Right. But the thing is this, when two people mutually have that understanding, correct, I can respect that. And I will say this, a lot of times if a woman is digging you, and let's say you do have entanglements and other things going on, as my late mother always said, when you're dating someone, that's specifically, you're dating, you're not committed, you know what I'm saying? You don't have like a last name and things like that. So you don't own, my mom said, I don't own that young man, and he don't own me, because we're just dating, we're getting to know each other until you get to a common agreement, you know, like, hey, we've been in this for 8 months to a year. Let's do this. Let's rock this out. I mean, hell, we practically together that's different, you know. But until you get to that point where you say, yo, I really rock with you. You've been loyal. I've been loyal. We've been through some shit, you know, ups and downs and goods, but we survived this. And you never turned your back. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Then, okay, now from that point forward, we have an agreement that we're team. You know, we in this together to win this. So no, I shouldn't have Big Sheila calling my phone, my work phone at that, talking about you took my man. You know, what the world? I'ma keep your car flat and your tires tonight. Oh wow, boo boo. You know.
Well, I want to jump in and say, because it shows that fellas.
It shows I respect you.
Fellas, we gonna go ahead and make this for real. All right. That lets you know that your penis is as powerful as the vagina. Do not let them tell you otherwise.
It's very powerful.
Now,
you can have a woman scribble notes with a picture posted.
Point made. She's scribbling. She's coming through their passcodes. All right. Every woman, a woman has said that, yo, I have had entanglements. No Jada. All right. I have came through, tapped you up, high fived you, and went on about my business.
Yeah. And then guess what? The dude that I had that with when I was younger said, okay, I'm cool. I can handle that. And then years later, I don't want to be with you anymore. I break up. Bruh, we never went together. We just shamed it.
May I ask a question?
And kept it moving.
May I ask a question?
Yes,
Did anybody that knows me know I ask this question daily? What was his complexion?
He was light skinned.
Appreciate you. And I don't mean to knock all my light skinned brothers that listen to this, but there are certain things. You're not gonna try to make this neutral. You smile. You was out. We know.
That showed out the most.
See, this is where a woman. See, we don't need all the extra information. I asked you one question and I said, "What was he?" And you said he was Chico DeBarge. And at this point,
this is more so like Will Smith.
You see an entanglement about to cry on his own meeting. Listen, again, I'm not knocking. Listen, I know some light skinned guys that are getting your ass, all right? So I ain't saying that. But what I'm saying is that what I'm noticing is that when you get in the bedroom, you will suck your thumb and you will let like Tyrese at the beginning of Baby Boy. And again, that has nothing to do with me. Alright? As long as you tough outside, I don't care about that. But I do ask, what is your complexion? And she told me exactly what I needed to know. Period. He was light. Brown skin delegation, we don't rock like that. Alright? We ain't got time for that, alright?
Y'all try to be like crime mob.
No, we don't be crime mob. I think it came from some stuff that we shouldn't discuss as far as field niggas, alright? and we're used to the lashings, okay? Yeah, we're used to the lashings. We're used to the criticism.
The barber boo is dark skinned. He's dark skinned.
And then I will ask you next, how was he with his mother?
They act like homeboy and homegirl, drugs and things. He raised his brother.
Listen, that is a life that needs to be on A&E. At the end of the day, on this podcast,
A&E.
Yeah, on this podcast, it's about, can you stand up? That's great. That's commendable. He will not get a Purple Heart for that. All I know is there's certain times when you have to leave the nest. You know what? Jody loved his mama too.
Well, I think she ain't left the nest, really.
It don't matter.
He's raising his mama.
But, and Jody mama didn't leave the nest. That was grandma's house. That's what he said.
No, but I'm saying like it's like he the parent and the son. She one of them mamas. She could get high.
So she ain't receiving no meat.
Who the mama?
Mama ain't receiving no meat.
Well, she was, but
It was past tense. She ain't receiving no meat. And that's what, this is where we have an issue as well, as far as mamas treating their sons like boyfriends. But we not even gonna do that because you know what? That's on the Dunce handbook, and I got that for later purposes. But I just wanna let it be known what was this?
What we say, dating.
Dating cap, man. Ain't nothing but straight cap on there. Ain't nothing but straight cap on there. You feel what I'm saying?
So do it at your own risk is all I can say.
That's
you
a
don't
fact.
have to meet people. You really don't.
That's a
you
fact.
Really don't.
You go, cause I feel like you gonna get the same thing if you see a dude at Walmart. What's the difference?
Because I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of corporate America uses dating apps.
They do.
So 6-figure making people, you know, like.
All right, ladies, the ones that's out there trying to catch the bag, dating apps.
But
Run them
you
apps
might
again.
have serial killers on there too, so just
You know what? The way these women walk now, they need the money so bad from a man, they'll die first, come back to life and get the money. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? But again, it is what it is at your own risk.
It was something fun. Like I said, I got a year out of it, and it flopped. But to each their own. So.
I mean, no, but everything is about positive. We trying to get gains.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We've had longer relationships in high school. So it comes to the point where you're trying to get gains the older you become. But this one right here is called Cap App. And we just want to know how it was on the app dating scene.
I would say it's what you make it. So, yeah.
I can understand that. And I say this, fellas, get you one of them if you're trying to tap some cheeks.
Don't Tinder though.
If you're trying to get in and out.
Tinder, baby.
Like a drive-through, get you one. Go get you any of them. Just don't kill nobody.
Please don't. We don't want no parts of that.
And I guarantee you, for the lame nigga, you can get you some buns.
Of course.
You can get you some buns, because it's somebody out there for you. Maybe not in your city, but it's someone out there for you. Possibly in the Bermuda Triangle. Go try it. But we out of here, man. I appreciate you guys for listening to me. I appreciate Lady T for running her information in as far as being on that app scene. Had a good little time with that. But as always, love yourself, love each other, take care of each other, be wise, be mindful, and peace and love. Love.